Hey there! I've recently set up a bunch of CX9020 controllers from Beckhoff for a project, and I thought it would be handy to post a video about how to set up the IP address out of the box for the first time. So what we're going to do is connect to the device's web browser and enable a remote display, which allows us to get onto the Windows embedded desktop, and also change the IP address from DHCP to static. So to get started here, we're going to go to Target Browser under Scope, and you could click this button right here at ADS routes, and you could go to Add and Broadcast Search. And what you want to do is connect to the device through your physical Ethernet connection to the embedded controller and set both of, out of the box it's DHCP for the controller, and so you want to set your Ethernet connection also to DHCP. So we're going to select the adapter that is that and do broadcast search. Oops. It's going to go ahead and search there. And it comes up with the controller I'm connected to, and you see here this is a DHCP request address. Okay, so we're going to go to a web browser here and type in HTTPS with this IP address, 69.254.111.109, and then do /config. And you'll see a privacy warning, proceed anyways, there's no certificates. And then the default username is administrator, and the password is 1. And this will open the Beckhoff Device Manager. And you'll want to go to you'll want to go to boot and do remote display on, which allows you to use an application called Surhost, which is available from Beckhoff's website, to then connect to the Windows embedded desktop. After changing remote display to on, which I'm not going to do quite yet because it reboots the controller, you'll also want to go to hardware and then NIC, and you can change this DHCP to disabled here. And I'm going to set this to a static IP address. You usually do this in industrial environments just so that it never loses an IP address and connection. And when I do this here, this is actually going to disconnect me because I have the DHCP set on my host computer, and now that basically just changed the IP address, and now I cannot connect to it. So I have to go in and change my settings to a static IP address. And Windows 11 is always confuses me these days. So I'm going to go to Edit and go to Manual IPv4. And then you just want to set your host computer to a IP address that is different than the one that you just set and less than 254. Okay, so let's go back here and type in the IP address that I had. And hopefully it will have rebooted by now. Okay, here we go. All right, and now we're back in the static IP address. And I'm going to go back to device and boot and turn on that remote display to show that. And it's going to restart one more time. And I have Surhost open here. It's just a really basic application. You go to connect. And when that comes back up, this will connect. The password is nothing by default. And this is the desktop of the Windows embedded environment. You can change a bunch of settings from the control panel here. And this is the basics of getting it ready in order to download your first TwinCAT project.